What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds, and today I'm back with a new purchase, at least a new purchase for the channel. I haven't actually seen this thing yet until now. I bought it a month or two ago on a whim. I don't really know why, but I saw it up on ACV auctions and it went for $1,000. I had to have it. It was supposedly a running and driving PowerStroke diesel for $1,000, and it came from New York. And I almost forgot that things that come from New York are typically very, very rusty. So let's get into it. This is the truck that Monkey Wrench Mike and I are supposed to try to drive back to Oklahoma. It's been sitting here a while, and just walking around it, I don't know if that's even possible. I don't know if you guys can already see some very serious problems. But I promise you, if we try to drive this, it will probably be the sketchiest vehicle we have ever attempted to take back to Oklahoma. I knew, obviously, from the photos that there was, you know, some rust. What I didn't know is exactly how bad this rust is. I don't know what this little tree is here, but it wasn't here before, and now it is. This is what happens when you stay away from a place for months at a time. You end up with trees literally growing out of your porch. I'm gonna have to unfortunately come and probably cut these down. They're way too close to the house. Hell, that one is growing out of the porch. Anyway, back to the rust. It's what is this? What is that? Okay, a mud flap on the tire. Okay, well, there's your proof that I haven't driven it. Oh, look at this. Oh, wow, I should probably throw those in the bed. I don't want anybody getting hurt. Looks like it's got some kind of a diesel transfer tank and pump, or it used to. It's all rusted out as well. This is in way worse condition than I ever imagined. This hole, this bed is not even on. Look at this. The bed is not even attached anymore. Well, it's locked. Let's see if we can unlock it. I don't know if it's got power. I have never tried to start this. I've never done anything with it. It's just sat here for the longest time. Obviously, it was a plow truck. There are fractures in the main frame rail. I mean, those are pretty significant fractures all the way through. Lots of heavy, heavy rust, scaling rust, surface rust, rust everywhere. That's the life of a plow truck, I suppose. There's going to be a lot of force, a lot of weight, and a lot of force on the front end of this. This thing sits so low to the ground, it's almost scary even thinking about trying to drive it with this bar attached. And with all the rust, it's almost a scary thought trying to take it off. You've got the Boss snowplow connector, obviously power, block heater, spider webs with something in them. The tires look halfway decent. This does not appear to work. Great, it's locked. There's about 1,000 keys to this thing. Oh, okay, and the keys don't work, and it's locked. This is great. This is great. I've been putting off making a video on this truck for a while. Ah, there we go. It's this key. It's the one with no, there we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. A bunch of, wow. It's got power. It's got power. Look at that. Truck, plow, I don't know. Buttons, push buttons, I have no idea. Ooh, a CB radio. Take a look at that, will you? That's a nice Cobra CB radio. It is 4x4, of course. Let's pop the hood. Does this door work? No? No, it doesn't seem to work at all. I'm sure it has no rockers. Oh no, no rockers are long gone on this unit. So's that door. And it looks like this side of the, oh no. Oh, there's no, oh wow. Look at this. the whole side of the bed is coming apart. Look at this. I can lift. Oh, it just broke. It just broke. The whole bedside just broke off. Oh, wow. Oh. Oh, look at this. Even down here. Guys, this is really, really bad. I think I might have paid $1,000 too much for this. I don't want to tell you how much I paid to have this big unit shipped from New York to Terre Haute, Indiana, because then you'd really laugh at me. There's got to be some good parts in here, though, right? There's got to be. I mean, we've got a Napa battery from December of 2020. All right, that's not too bad, or relatively new, good battery. We've got bright green coolant. That's good news. Another Napa battery covered in spider webs. Yeah. There's your Garrett turbo, your charge pipes. I mean, the engine itself actually looks pretty good. Let's check the oil. What do you think the chances are? It has air conditioning. It's got beautiful clean oil. Look at that. Most diesels have really charcoal-y looking oil. That's the best way I know to describe it. It really looks like charcoal. This oil is bright and clean. I'm curious what the transmission fluid is going to look like. Let's see if we can get this back in here without me getting all dirty, because obviously I'm not dressed appropriately for, yep, there we go. I got oil all over me now. And this doesn't want to go back in. That is a, good Lord, that is a tight fit. Trans fluid, let's take a look at that. That's actually pretty good looking fluid, guys. It's red. Let's see if I can get it back in the hole first try. There we go. Let's plug that back in there. Guess what? It doesn't want to go either. Great. Gonna have to manhandle it. Oil cap. Well, we could check for blow by later. Now that we've had a look at it, and it looks like everything is everything's the way it's supposed to be, except for that bed. And of course well, really the whole truck. The whole truck is kind of falling apart. Steering? Oh yeah. Yeah, that's perfectly normal. That amount of play there that's fine. Let's put a key in it. That's not the right key. Let's try another key. Not the right key. Let's try the key that opened the door, maybe. Bingo. It's got 3/4 of a tank of diesel, 214,000 miles. Excuse me, I don't even know what year this thing is. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's not good. It says wait to start, so we'll let it sit. There it is. It hasn't run in a long time, guys. It hasn't run. It's been sitting here a long time. So there's no check engine light. Battery's charging. Oil pressure's good. Fuel looks good. Whew, it is so hot in here. Oh no, come on. That window works. Are you serious? The important window doesn't work. I think that's the least of my problems right now. But it is pretty warm up here. Oh, the lock button wants to. Okay, well, it runs. I'll need to get a tag out of my truck so we can take it for its first test drive. It's not smoking. Sounds good. I don't know what to do about this. Will this just break off or something? Can we just shove it in a hole somewhere? I have no idea. Let's just try to shove that back in here. There we go. Well, another piece just broke off. There we go. It's ready for a drive, I think. Listen to that diesel. I'll give it to the old girl, man. It ain't pretty. But damn, she kind of sounds like a tank, doesn't she? We still have our front drive shaft. That's good. Let's take a look at the engine. No leaks at all. There are no leaks coming off the bottom of this engine or the transmission. There's your shock absorbers. I don't think they're going to do much absorbing of anything. Let's take a look under here. See how things are looking. No leaks from the transfer case, the transmission, nothing. There's nothing leaking under this truck. Well, that was unexpected, to be honest with you. Does the 4x4 work? Let's see. Oh! Well, yes, it is in 4x4 mode. We're in 4 high. Let's put it in neutral. And 4x4 low. There it is. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Yeah. 4 low works. No kidding. Okay. Let's put it in to put it back in park. Make sure it's in park too, man. These things are notorious for coming out of gear. Now we got a train coming, which means I'm gonna have to stop filming. Look how long it's been sitting here. Wow. Look how much it sank into the dirt. Yeah, she's been here a long time, guys. What do you say we take it around the block real quick? Well, it sucks this window doesn't work. Is that even closed? Oh, wow. Yeah, I sure wish that window worked. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Thank you, thank you. Yes, the switch was just dirty. I didn't even try the AC. I guarantee you there's no air conditioning in this. I didn't hear anything. That doesn't feel cold. Hear that turbo? Ooh, that's not cold at all. That's not doing us any good. Cup holders, very nice. Ashtray, power cigarette lighter thing. It's got the books. You know, unfortunately, the entire body and frame of this is pretty well junk. The motor sounds absolutely great. Horn works. Do we have signals? Yeah, something's burned out. That one works perfectly, but that one seems to be burned out. Does it have power seats? No, I don't think it does. Nope. Oh, wow. There we go. Let's set this seat up just a little bit. All right. Let's take her for a little drive. Oh, that steering wheel, it's sticky. I just got out of the shower, man. The steering wheel is sticky. And this, that cannot be good. Oh, seems to shift. The brakes pulse. The front end feels wrong. That doesn't feel very good. Yeah, she shifts. Oh, wow. Oh, those brakes are really, really pulsing. So bad you can almost hear them pulse. Oh, the steering. Wow. What is going on with the steering? Oh, my. Oh, my. Oh, but that engine sounds good. Ah, that sounds nice. Gotta love the sound of a diesel. Power steering is a little hard to turn there, and I hear power steering whining. Well, maybe add some fluid. Look at that house. That big tree fell right on top of it, man. Yeah, power steering is making a lot of noise. God, that diesel engine sounds so good. It shifts great. The steering is a little wonky. It may be because it's out of fluid. So I'd imagine there's a hydraulic leak. I'll need to get some power steering fluid or some trans fluid. We'll dump in that and see if it makes the steering feel any better. Because the steering definitely does not feel very good. It shifts, it does, it shifts great. It doesn't ride too bad despite the fact that the bed is literally falling off. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. All right, let's roll her back up. Front end makes a little clunking here and there. Yeah, power steering making a lot of noise. We're going to need to take this thing on like a proper drive. I got to put tags on it. I would try that e-brake, but I'm terrified that if I start that e-brake, set that e-brake, it'll never come back off again. Oh, we got, hold on, what is all this? We got lights, bolts, somebody's house keys. Oh, very nice. We got adapters, aluminum. Don't know what that is. Package of bushings, F3TZ 7L278-A bushing, all automotive. Home Depot receipt. All right, got a seat under there. Let's see if this works. Aw, it doesn't. Oh, that sucks. I was really looking forward to having a CB radio. I was going to have some fun with this. Yeah, it doesn't look like this does anything. That's a shame. Man. All right, well, lots of buttons. Don't know what they all do. Maybe they don't do anything anymore without the snowplow hooked up, but breaker. All right, well, I guess we're gonna need some power steering fluid, guys, and everything looks good. Let's see if it wants to start back up now, or if it's gonna be hard to start again. Uh-oh. It does take a little longer to start than I'd like. Let's try it again. That's fine. That's fine. Why don't we take a peek at the power steering fluid real quick and see how low it is. I'm going to tell you right now, guys, I'm not sure about trying to drive this back to Oklahoma. The bed is a huge issue in and of itself. We're talking 700 miles, guys. 700 miles. Oh, we've got oil kind of all over the place here. I don't remember seeing that a little while ago. Is that on the outside? Yeah, that's on the outside. Interesting. Where is the power steering? Right there. I wonder if it's leaking in such a manner that it's blowing it up, soaking, and then dripping back down. I can promise you there's no power steering fluid in there. No, she's dry. Dry as a bone. Okay, well, we do need to get it out on the road for a proper drive, but before I do that, I'm going to check the air pressure on all the tires, make sure all the tires are aired up properly. I'm not going to go very far because of this bed. I mean, this is really, really bad. So that's something we'll have to work on if we decide to make this attempt at driving this back to Oklahoma. I think Monkey Wrench Mike and I will have to figure out how to get the bed off, which honestly doesn't look like it would be that difficult at this point. I don't think there's anything really holding it on anymore. But I think that bed would have to come off. That's the only way we could safely attempt to drive it, and that's assuming the suspension is okay. We'll have to get it up to speed and test out the brakes. That's a big deal as well. You know, take the bed off, take the taillights, zip tie them to the bumper. Just literally take them out, lay them right here, zip tie them on. And you could throw this on the side of the road here. I guarantee you somebody will come pick it up. They'll snatch it up for scrap metal. Same thing with that diesel transfer tank and pump. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Drop your comments right now and tell me if you think this thing is worth making an attempt at driving over 700 miles back to Oklahoma, or if it's too big of a risk and we should leave it here or sell it as it is. All right, I had to make a quick run to the parts store, and I got a few things, and I know this is about the stupidest thing I could have bought, but it's kind of gimmicky, I guess. But it's a Bluetooth AC charging system. There's an app for download. I don't know, man. Anyway, it's got a digital gauge, because that's going to make all the difference, right? Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, kind of gimmicky. And why would I buy? This is like $69. It's a big bottle, man. It's 20 ounces, 1.25 pounds of refrigerant. Why did I buy it? I don't know. I don't even know if this truck is going to be able to drive reliably very far. But yeah, I bought it anyway. Next, I got these because there's no way to mount a license plate on the truck. And we're going to need 2 screws. And these are my favorite little security screws. And I can save the rest of this stuff and use it on another vehicle another time. So what we're going to do right now is put the dealer tag on, because, you know, it's one thing driving around in Byers, Oklahoma, where everybody knows me and the cops know me out there, you know, or at my other house where I've got a sheriff that lives next door to me. You know, they know who I am and they know what I do, so I can get away without riding around on plates out there. But out here, they don't know me. And I can promise you they will pull me over and ask what in the hell I'm doing riding around without dealer tags. Now, I'm sure some people are going to say, is it even legal to ride around in another state on dealer plates from Oklahoma? It absolutely is, because we are, number one, this truck belongs to my dealership, and number two, we're actually working on this truck right here to try to get it ready to take back to Oklahoma. So yes, it's perfectly legal to use dealer tags in another state. I just know somebody's going to ask that, so I just wanted to address it. Let me get these screwed in all the way so that we're legal, and then we can see if the power steering pump is going to work once we pour some fluid in it. And just like that, it's legal. I also want to check the air pressure in the tires before we take it out. It's getting late enough now, there shouldn't be too much traffic on the road. I definitely don't want to do this during rush hour, and I'm not going to go very far with it. Power steering pump is hiding way down there. I'm going to try to Bluetooth this. Oh, wow. What happened there? Good Lord. Okay. It doesn't want to come out. Golly, there we go. Okay. She fought me. I got the good stuff. This stuff is $10, man. Everything is getting so expensive anymore. A little bit of AutoZone Shop Pro power steering fluid with stop leak. Do I think that that's going to fix it? Probably not. No, I don't have a whole lot of faith that a little bit of stop leak is going to fix the leak in this thing. I'm going to try to Bluetooth it. Hey, there we go. I spilt a little, but not too bad. And now it's full. And I got a mosquito on my finger. I'm getting eaten alive out here, guys. This is no good. All right, well, I killed that little mosquito, but there's about 100 others that are on my legs. They're eating me up right now. Let's put the cap back on. Golly. Easier said than done. All right. There's power steering fluid. Next, we're gonna fire it up. I don't even know why I'm trying this. I really don't. But I'm gonna find the low pressure port here, which I believe is right there. It says L on it. Makes it pretty easy. Let's go ahead real quick and just see if there's any pressure in it at all. I don't suspect that there is. Let's be very careful. You don't want to sit this on the battery either, or in any way that it could touch the battery. I'd hate to see what happens when you put this between the positive and negative terminals. Oh, there actually is some in it. It does have a little bit. Let's see what happens. 26 PSI. Says it's filled. Well, we know that it's not, but I think it's worth it to go ahead and fire this thing up real quick. And let's crank on the air conditioning. Let's see if we can get some cold air in this truck. That'd make me want to drive it back to Oklahoma just a little bit more. Uh-oh. Seems like kind of loses its prime, doesn't it? After sitting for a little bit. We got her on maximum air conditioning. Of course, it's gonna be loud. Boy, the mosquitoes out here are just eating me alive, man. Let's see if we can get any compressor action over here. Get that clutch to engage. That would be nice. Because air conditioning really would make a world of difference on how I feel about trying to drive this all the way back to Oklahoma. Sitting at 37 PSI now. Come on, kick in, girl, kick in. There it is. There it is, its first spin. There it goes. There it is, it's coming back. It's coming back to life. I'm gonna sit here and do this for a while longer, guys. We'll see if we can't get us some air conditioning going here. All right, I used up the whole can, and it's still on the low side, but it's almost full. You can clearly see the compressor is turning now. Kicking on, kicking off, it sounds healthy. No complaints there. I have no idea if there's any cool air coming out of the vents or not. I have no idea if power steering has come back to life or not either. And there's my good diesel truck right there. That's the good one. Let's see. Oh, cold air. Yes. No joke. That is cold air conditioning. Here we are at 6:30 at night. All right, let me buckle up. Let's go for a real drive this time. I don't know. The power steering still doesn't seem very happy. All right, let's find reverse. There we go. Let's take it out for a little ride. We can legally drive down the road now. A little bit of clunking from the front end. Power steering is much better than it was, but it's still whining. And the steering does not return to center. It doesn't. The steering does not return back to center. You have to help it back. I probably should have checked the air pressure in these tires too. Let's reset the trip back to 0. All right, well. Let's see what happens. Hopefully the bed doesn't fall off while we're driving. This is our first real drive. Got to be gentle over these railroad tracks or that bed will fall off. Oh my goodness. Oh, the whole bed is just flopping around back there. We're not going far, guys. I don't know if you can see in that side mirror, but the bed is just, it's flapping in the wind. Oh my gosh. Okay. This is something. Let's see, 30. Shift it again. 35. Air conditioning is still ice cold. Cruising 35 mile an hour. The steering is just really bad. And I'm serious, like the steering is really, really bad. I should have checked the air pressure in the tires. Part of it could be because maybe one tire is like 60 PSI and another one's at 20. I have no idea. Honestly, for being a 1-ton old diesel pickup truck that was a snowplow, it's not bad, guys. I've driven in worse. Can we make it through this puddle right here? Let's go through this puddle. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, I didn't check the windshield wipers. Thankfully they work. They do, they work. Good deal. Let's go around this corner. It's not a bad old truck. The trans shifts like it's supposed to. The brakes feel all right. It's just the entire body is completely worn out on this thing. Can we try to kick it into 4 high? There we go, 4 high. We are in 4 high now. I don't know if you can see that, but down there's a little yellow light. 4x4 sounds good. No funny noise or anything from the front end. So it's doing its thing. I just put it back down into 2. We don't need to be in 4-wheel drive right now, but let's go up this street right here. This is 8th Avenue. Kind of make us a little circle. This is my preliminary check to see if this thing is something that could be driven. 700 miles home. It sounds healthy. I know that you guys are thinking, no way, man, this thing looks absolutely horrible. And I agree with you to some extent. The bed is falling off. That needs to be addressed. But I think once you get the bed off of the truck, it's really not that bad, right? We're cruising at almost 40. Let's get her up to 40. Let's see how she does at 40. 40, no problem. No problem, none. It's not that bad. Temperature's coming up nicely, oil pressure's good, voltage is good. Like, I think we could do this, guys. I do. I think we could take this truck and attempt to drive it to Oklahoma. Whew, let's kick that air up just a little. Do we have a radio? No radio. Seek. It says it's working, but ain't nothing happening. Well, that's okay. Radio's not that important. Back in a circle. Let's give her the beans. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, not a problem. Not a problem at all. Again, the bed is falling off, but aside from the bed falling off, not a problem. Well, what do you guys think? Is it something that Monkey Wrench Mike and I should try to drive back to Oklahoma? I'm kind of down for it. I am. I think it could do it. I do. I think it could do the trip. This is one of those. I don't want to call this one a diamond in the rough. I got to put these glasses on, guys. I can't see a daggum thing. These blue eyes. I think it could do it. And I hesitate to call it a diamond in the rough because it's definitely rough. But this is one of those, the motor, transmission, rear end, the transfer case, front differential, axles, they're all good. It's all very good. It doesn't even leak. Air conditioning works. Unfortunately, it's in a body that's just given up. You know, the body has really just given up the ghost on this one, man. But mechanically speaking, this thing is ready for work. It's ready to go. I don't think there's much we could do to save this truck. I think it's really, oops, I hit the camera. It's really probably destined for the scrapper. But the powertrain in this thing, it's a good motor and trans. It really is. I don't know how much that is worth, but I can tell you this, I paid $1,000 for the truck, And to get it from New York to Indiana cost me almost another $1,000. Yeah, it was expensive. It's very expensive to get this truck here. Well, we made it. I've driven it 2.5 miles. Air conditioning is still nice and cold. It runs great. Power steering is, you know, it works. It absolutely works, but it's just not great. The radio, unfortunately, that sucks. It'd be nice to have some music on the ride home, but I can always bring one of my Bluetooth speakers with me and jam out to that instead. All right, I just wanted to show you one more time so you know I'm not messing around. Like, there's no warning lights on the dash of this truck. All of the gauges look really, really good. Not even a check engine light, nothing. And I'm serious, the air conditioning, I don't even have it all the way up. There it is, that's all the way up. It is nice and cold. I felt colder for sure. Overdrive button works. I felt colder air conditioning, but this is not fully charged. It's not all the way full. So if I bring another can with me, it should be no issue to get. I mean, it is cold for sure. This is not like, it's lukewarm. No, it is definitely cold air conditioning. It's just not like freezing you out cold. You know what I mean? It's, I don't know. I guess it's probably pushing out about 36 to 40 degrees. It's definitely very nice, but it could be better. And I think we can make it better. I'm happy with the truck, although I did probably pay too much for it. I'm gonna pop the hood, take another look. I do want to check. Let me turn on the lights real quick. And do we have flashers? Where's the flasher button? Let's turn those on too. Let's see what we got that works. Boy, oh boy, this bed, like, the bed's got to come off. There's no way I would attempt driving this back to Oklahoma like that. Brake light, tail lights work, flashers work on both sides back here. We do have illumination on the tag light. What more do you want, man? See what we got going on up here. Yes, we have headlights, parking lights, turn signal, headlight. That bulb is completely blown down there. We have no parking light, no turn signal. So swap out a bulb there, air up some tires. I think she's ready, and some windshield wipers. It may not be pretty, and it may have had a hard life, but somebody definitely used this for work. I mean, this is a hard working truck, but even so, they took care of it. Trans fluid is clean, oil looks fresh and clean, and there's no leaks at all coming out of it. Let's see if we got any blow-by. With 200,000, it wouldn't surprise me if we do. All right, ready? Here's the test. Nothing. There's no blow-by at all. And it's nice and warm. Look at that. No blow-by. Wow. That's a solid motor, guys. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. I'll be completely honest with you. Forgive the train and the diesel noise, but I'll be completely honest with you. I was certain that this truck would be something that is just kind of for fun. It's gonna make a fun little video with you guys, and I didn't expect that there was any chance I would consider taking this back to Oklahoma at all. None. There was absolutely no way I was gonna try to drive this back to Oklahoma. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I really think if we can get this bed off, and that's a trick. A lot of this is completely rusted, and you'll notice where there used to be bolts, somebody looks like they have welded metal over where the bolts used to be. There's something, they cut them and then they cover them up. If we can get the bed off of this, get these tail lights laid down here somewhere, I really think this truck has a chance to make it. Now the question is, what do we do with it if we can get it back to Oklahoma? I have no idea. If you guys have any suggestions, any comments, drop them down below, because the truck itself is in really rough shape. But dang it, man, the powertrain could really be good for something. Or if you're somebody that might just be interested in a parts truck, I would consider letting this go for probably about what I got into it, a couple $1,000. So drop your comments below. Tell me what you think. If you're interested in the truck for parts only, definitely send me an email, autoauctionrebuilds@gmail.com. The email address is below the video in the description box. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to get out of here. It's about time for us to leave Indiana and head back to Oklahoma. And I'm telling you, I don't want to. I love it up here. I don't miss Oklahoma at all. I do miss my mother who lives in Oklahoma, of course, but like the state itself, the heat, the humidity, I don't miss it at all. It's like paradise up here, man. Highs in the 80s, low humidity. The heat index is pretty much the same as what the temperature is outdoors. It is seriously nice here. And I'm taking my fiance to go see Ted Nugent tomorrow. We're gonna go see Ted Nugent. I can't believe it. This is like a lifetime dream of hers. So I'm gonna take her out there to enjoy a nice concert in the park. We're gonna have a good time. I love it up here, and this has really got me thinking about things back home. It's no secret that I've got a lot of debt, right? I've got a mortgage on a house that I built a couple years ago. I've got a few cars. You know, I definitely have some outstanding debts that of course I pay for and everything. I don't default on my loans or anything like that, but being up here has taken me back to a place that I haven't been back to in a long time. It was back to a place where I didn't have any money and I didn't have any nice cars. I didn't have anything really. This was my uncle's house. I didn't even have the house. I just lived here. But staying here now, it's taken me back to a place that I think I've kind of forgotten about a little bit. And I'm telling you, I don't want to say too much here because it's not what I'm thinking is not going to happen. But let me put it this way. If I sold off everything and came back here, I could retire for the rest of my life. Like I really could. I could literally sell off everything I own, come up here, and I could live the rest of my life and never have to work again. That's a hell of a thought. That's a hell of a thought at 43 years old. And I would be lying to you if I said that I haven't been considering it. It's a really nice thought to just walk away from having to work all the time, just relax. Granted, the house isn't nearly as nice as my new house, but I feel more comfortable here than I feel in my new house. The cars, I would probably miss the cars the most, but I can always find old clunkers to buy and fix and work on and continue creating content and everything. I don't know. Like I said, it's not going to happen. I'm not at a point in my life where I'm ready to just walk away from everything and come live the rest of my life up here. But it's nice to think that maybe someday I could. Maybe someday this could be my retirement with a little more work. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, hit the thumbs up button. Drop those comments below. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Till next time, stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.